What's going on, everybody? I'm Landon, and welcome back to another episode of Sneak Peek brought to you by Shoewear. And we had some technical difficulties last week, so we're going to cover the last 2 weeks as well as the upcoming week for shoe news. But thanks for taking some time to check us out. Let's get into it. Alright, so kicking things off with Nike, a little bit over a week ago was Mamba Week in honor of the late, great Kobe Bryant. And Nike had a few different colorways for the Kobe 5 Protro drop. And these colorways include the Kobe 5 Protro Big Stage and the 5-time champ. And the details on these Protro Big Stage, which is the white and black metallic gold pair that you see here, are insane. And Kobe Bryant has some of the most highly sought after signature shoes. And just look up his shoe line and it's easy to see why. But both of these colorways dropped for $180, and if you didn't get them for that price, unfortunately, you surely won't be paying $180 for these now. But also on September 29th, the same price of $180, the girls Kobe 5 Protro, girls EYBL dropped. So that pretty much sums up your Mamba Week roundup. And sadly, I wasn't able to hit on any of them, but congrats to those that did. And Nike has also been pumping out some Dunk Lows. And on the 21st, the Nike Dunk Low Samba dropped for $100, just like most Dunks are. But these kind of give me like a New England Patriots vibe, and I'm from Missouri near Kansas City, so I wouldn't necessarily label myself a Chiefs fan, but I can label myself as not a Patriots fan. So there's no love lost for me on missing out on these. But these were originally a Japan exclusive from 2001, and they made a global release obviously this year in 2020. And Nike also had another clean Dunk Low collab with Medicom toy labeled the BearBrick. And these dropped on August 25th for $100 as well, but the details on these are super crisp. They feature a cool graphic design on the inside of the shoe, but the nicest part to me is the black pony hair on the uppers and on the heel tab. But before I move on to some upcoming releases for Nike, now is a good time to let you know that we're going to move these episodes from every 2 weeks, and we're going to start doing them weekly. So that being said, there isn't a ton on the menu for upcoming Nike drops this week, but something to be on the lookout for is that Nike is releasing a new moderation of the Nike Dunk titled the Nike Dunk Low Disrupt. And this new silhouette from Nike is being released in women's sizing, and that is the audience that they're trying to target with this new variation of the Dunk. And they release on Friday in this black and also in this gym red colorway that you see here. And they're going to be retailing for $110, which is $10 higher than the men's Dunk Lows that we've been seeing. But honestly, I'm a fan of these. Alright, so moving on to Jordan, the Air Jordan 12 Indigo released a little bit over a week ago on August 22nd, and the Sneakers app did bless me with a win on these, but these haven't been as hype in the sneaker community, and most speculate that it's because of the white mid and outsole, and personally that's what I look for in shoes, as I've discussed that before, but it does leave the shoe with an easier chance to get dirty, and that's a major turnoff to some sneakerheads. But Jordan also had the AJNT 23 Black Metallic Gold drop over a week ago, and I love these shoes, especially because of the gold finish. But the main hype revolving these shoes was that they were limited to only 2,500 pairs, and they're currently reselling for around double their $200 retail price, most sitting anywhere from $300 to $500. But the main shoe to focus on for upcoming releases for Jordan is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Biohack, and these released September 4th for $170, and they're pretty tough. I honestly don't know how I feel about the brown being thrown into these shoes with all the other colors, but this shoe is clearly meant to have, kind of a mashup of colors thrown onto them. And of course, it's an Air Jordan 1 OG model, so these are a must go for. For Adidas, we finally have some Yeezys to talk about, and I'm excited to say that we can start off talking about a shoe that we have on the way to our doorstep now. The Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Israfil released August 22nd for $220, and I'm excited to see these in hand because copying Yeezys is no joke. You really have to put the work in, at least more work than most other shoes. And these still don't measure up to the Zyons for me, but it's a step in the right direction. But the real shoe for discussion today is the Adidas Yeezy 700 V3 Azareth. And these released on August 29th for $200 in the UK, and they're releasing soon in the US. And there's a bunch of different details that we could go into about the background info of this shoe, such as Azareth translated means another land, and how the matte black tongue is inherited from the original Yeezy 700 V3 Azrael. But I would much rather just sit here and stare at these shoes. But for upcoming Yeezy releases, it looks like there are a few more Yeezy slides coming up. They'll be dropping in this core and Soot colorways that you see here, and that will be on September 4th, and the retail price is going to be set at $55, and rest assured the resale value will be much higher than that. All right, so keeping it consistent with the last episode, I'm going to run you guys through some of my, I guess you could say, favorite upcoming sneaker releases. So I'm a big Air Force One guy, and the black tie-dye Air Force One releases this Friday for $120. And the details on these are super nice. And there's also a super clean Chile Red Air Jordan 7 model dropping September 5th for $200 that I'm sure looks even better in hand, because the colorful cloud graphics on the inside of these shoes are what really ties it together for me. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for episode 8 of Sneak Peek. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to check us out, and to stay up to date with upcoming releases as well as everything else that we do, just click the link in our bio and be sure to check us out more next week. And also, before I wrap us out, we did just launch our own website. So if you click the link in our bio and head over to, it's going to be shoewear.co, and you're going to be able to check out our entire shoe selection. We have a lot of great deals on there. Feel free to shoot us a DM, and maybe we can even work with you on getting some discounted prices. But yeah, like I said, we just launched our new website, so be sure to go give that a look. And until next week, I'm Landon from Shoewear. Peace.